Hello. Gotta tighten this thing. It's like falling off. Hello. Like 5 times. Hello, Iowa. Hello, Maria. Hello, Dano. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there. Hello, Simon. Thanks for the follows. Everybody tap to get those likes up. Just a couple taps. Oh, give them time. They'll be here. It never fails. It is a very nice day today. Any locals in here yet? Happy Mother's Day to all the moms that are in here. Fresno, California. The women who swallowed the kids get nothing. Yes, I have a YouTube channel. It's the same name as this. Yes, people speed over them, and that is the point of this. Tap on the likes. Tap on the screen. Some tappity tapping. Santa Barbara's a ways away. Yes, just not on stream. I've only been on stream for like 2 minutes. It's random throughout the day. There isn't really a time that is a stronger time to watch them. I have FedEx and I have Amazon. Yes, it's an iPhone. No Airbnb. Hello, Daniel. There's a couple of schools near here. And people do still speed through here. No, I haven't seen anyone die. That's just weird. Someone die from going over a speed bump? Yeah, this is a bad angle. If I went lower to the ground or like at a driver's height, like my phone is above what most cars are in height. The other bumps are that way. To the left. There's 2 sets that way. What part of Fresno do I think is the worst part? What do you mean by worst part? Do you mean crime, poverty? What are we talking about? I almost wasn't on this Sunday because I got banned last night for no reason. We were talking about TV shows and suddenly I got a ban and I was like, what the hell was that about? It said hateful behavior. I get a good one at least once an hour. No one's ever went into a parked car. It is definitely Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. I don't give out where they are. If you find them, you find them, though. It's a very nice day. Tap on likes, people, if you haven't. Doesn't cost you anything. Just a couple taps on the screen. Oh, dude came quick and then slowed down. There has been a fire next door. They just come and they put it out like anywhere else. The guys that came and swept them, that was hilarious. I still got to get that one up on YouTube. Yes, there's a sign on both sides warning them. I swear you've asked that before in another live. But whatever, no big deal. There's always new people in here. Yeah, I went on a walk on a live yesterday morning and there were 3 pieces of bumpers from the 3 sets of speed bumps. I walked down and showed the whole street and all the speed bumps and all the signs. There were 3 different pieces of bumpers yesterday when I went on a walk with my dog. Bikes handled them really well. It's a personality trait now. No, this isn't what I do all day. I don't work on the weekends, so I do whatever I want. Hey, look, somebody's pup is just chilling. Nobody around. He just ran off. Can I have $1? Sounds like my kids. Can I have $1? Hello, Frank. Everyone will always know her as Job Girl now. Yes, there's signs on both sides warning, and then some bump signage on the road as well. Xfinity. Yeah, there's a couple of good ones already today, just not on the live. They don't ever hit the curb, unfortunately. I would never take the sign down. Come on now. Yes, police cars hit them all the time. Hanging out with my wife and daughter, that's my happiest time. We're about to hang out later at Texas de Brazil. It's gonna be some good foods. Speed limit's 25, and then there's a bump sign with a 10-mile-an-hour limit. No, it's never caused an accident, if that's what you really meant. Fresno, California. No, most of the time people don't stop after they've slammed them. Like the worst ones that I think they would stop and check, they just keep on going. Lots of motorcycles go through. Just motorcycles take them much better than cars, guys. It is hilarious. I don't know the exact reason why. Oh, there we got one. We got one. Tap those likes, peeps. We got a good one there. He got some air too. No, he didn't stop at all. He didn't even fucking slow down. The ones that happen on live, I always post them, guys. So if you looked away or went to the bathroom or got some snacks or you were mid-toke or something, they'll be on the page. None of them are yellow in our town, so that's probably why they don't paint them, because they're like this everywhere. Yes, I have a YouTube. It's the same as here. They'll be on the page either way, guys. No, this is the normal size of them. 10 feet wide, 10-foot gap, and then 2 of them. And they're about 5 inches tall. I only know that because I literally went and measured them once in a live. I can't go live on YouTube. I don't have enough subscribers and stuff on YouTube. I could probably go live on Instagram. I have Instagram for this account too. I think I need to have like 1,000 and then 4,000 hours of watched content in order to unlock live. Lots of people have found my street. Yeah, you need 1,000 subs and then you need like 4,000 hours of watched content cumulatively through all of your content. No, you can't even go live at all. It isn't unlocked on YouTube until you get that. It doesn't allow me to go live on there anyway. It's not that big a deal to me to circumvene their rules by doing another app. When I get there, I get there. I'm still waiting for the trifecta. I mean, I've been here 11 years and I'm waiting for both sides to come at the same time and jump at the same time. That's one thing I have never seen in the 11 years I've been here. There's been some people that do it on purpose on the lives, but I don't post those. Yes, I've seen a car chase. Lots of them. There's some cops on the page, but I've seen cops go over them way faster than the video that's on the page. I guess people think it's fun or funny. Things do fly out of trucks. There's some videos that have trailers and trucks dropping stuff. It's Fresno, California. Oh, we need merch. That's funny. I should make myself a Speed Bump Olympics shirt, though. I would, but I don't really want people knowing who I am. That's why I've never done a face reveal. If I walk around town with a Speed Bump Olympics shirt, people are going to already know. There are definitely people on here that know who I am. I mean, one of my mods is on my personal Instagram, and then some people have drove by and waved at me. It's not like people don't know who I am, but the majority don't. The videos are hilarious. You could turn the comments off if they annoy you and just watch the live. These speed bumps are all over the place in this town. The news did a article on them like a month ago, and they were put in 1997. They do slam on their brakes. This is California. I don't really have a favorite jump. I've seen thousands of them. I would say watch the videos and then decide for yourself if there's enough speeding to warrant the bumps being here. Because if they weren't here, I would probably say that my count of people that speed through here would probably be 2 to 3 times what they are now. Hello, Moonraker. Got a James Bond fan here.
Right when he said, "Hey, bro," I was like, "Ah!" I was so fucking scared.
No, no one's ever lost control. Pup is good. Shouldn't feel bad for the low cars. Most people that have low cars, they drive in a way that is defensive and they know how to get over bumps and stuff without damaging their car. Most of the time, low boys are like more apparent about what's going on. Nobody's crashed that I know of. Big trucks with good suspension, they don't really do anything for them. I watched a Raptor go over them 40 miles an hour and then 50 miles an hour the other way, and it was almost like they weren't there. It's very rare that people stop. Couple times an hour. And they aren't too bad as long as you're obeying the rules of the road. People just don't pay attention. And then like if you aggressively brake after you went over one, you're gonna hit the second one hard. We have roundabouts here, just not as much as speed bumps. People lose their shit at roundabouts, I've seen too. Motorcycles take them very well. Nothing ever bad happens with motorcycles on them. But again, like low cars, most of the time people on motorcycles are pretty aware of what they're doing. Yeah, there's been some big box trucks, lots of Amazon, and that Mercedes went over them yesterday and slammed. Looks like she learned her lesson from yesterday. I'm sure they don't know or care. I mean, I technically have 5 cameras pointed at them. We don't get snow here, so none of that. But in the rain, they're visibly pretty hard to see in the rain. So I notice a little uptick when it's raining. People can't slam on their brakes either in the rain, so. The last time it snowed here is 1998. I mean, we've had Teslas, Aston Martins, GTRs. Yes, cars have been towed. We had a Corvette smack them before. C6 just like that one. But it was blue. Yeah, there was one on the live probably 15 minutes ago. I have no idea what the difference is between them. Hello, Kelly. Again, happy Mother's Day to the ladies in the chat that had the babies. There, guys, all those thank yous and everything. Now you guys know which ladies have kids, because you guys always are trying to dodge the women with kids. Speed bump Olympics are on. Oh man. It's funny because that name just came out of my mouth randomly one day when we were talking about putting them on Facebook, and I was like, I'm gonna name the folder Speed Bump Olympics, and it just stuck. We just kept referring to it as Speed Bump Olympics every time we'd hear one, and we'd post it on Facebook. I'm gonna be 100% honest, I don't even know what Coco Melon is. Bruh, it ain't even that low. You almost stopped. From right to left, they probably come in groups because there's a stoplight at the corner. But left to right, they shouldn't be coming in groups because there's two other sets of speed bumps down the street on that side. That's what's so crazy about from left to right when they slam over them, because they've been over two other sets. You probably won't see any sparks during the day unless it's a freaking gnarly one. It's hard to see them in the daytime. We have too much sun here to see them. There have been a couple I've seen in the daytime, but it's rare. That's why the nighttime lives, I think, are better, because when they hit them, you get a lot of spark. You were going to keep them. Yes. You're throwing away monies.
No.
Yeah, I can hear them when they hit the other ones. I'm not trying to see anybody. I'll end the live and go inside. I'll turn this car around. I don't think this generation of kids gets the I'll turn this car around. Yeah, some people have cleared the second one. My daughter is super chill with me. She might like push mom to that point sometimes though. She likes to try to like overly push mom and see how far she can push before she loses her shit. I've lived here when they caught fire all 3 times. The apartment's right next door to mine. That's why you guys always see that contractor's truck out in front of the place, because they're rebuilding the apartments right next to mine. They've been doing it for damn near a year though. Well, this last time that it burnt down, it completely burned down 2 of the 3 in the triplex. The time before that, it was a small fire in one of them. And then the time before that, it completely burned them down as well. But because I don't talk to my neighbors or anything, I have no idea why they burned down. I don't know the reasoning, what made them burn down. There's rumors or whatnot, but I have no idea. That triplex is cursed. Yeah, we live close to an airport and an Air National Guard. They're right next to each other. And we're like exactly on the flight path, so every time they take off, they're going right over us. It was the day after the house down the way caught fire. When I did my live and was walking down the street yesterday, I showed the house that caught fire. I don't know about the other 2 times of it burning down, but this 3rd time it burning down, just don't let people that are fucking crackheads move into it. One of the people that lived there was like a hoarder and just had a bunch of trash all around his place. And it caught fire in his place. So the other 2 families ended up losing all their belongings and stuff because he was a pack rat hoarder. Nobody's ever wrecked. Sometimes I feel like people think that I've said that people wreck on them before. Nobody ever wrecks on these. He is very cautious. I like to eat at Heirloom Eats because it's reasonably priced and it's good quality food. I'm gonna go to Texas de Brazil for the first time today though. Any of you locals that are in here ever been to Texas de Brazil? I'm looking for some reviews and what your favorite thing there was. Fresno, California. But I'm sure Texas de Brazil everywhere is the same. So if you have one near you, I'd like a review. Yeah, I've seen the 11-8 bridge. There's a few times when my daughter comes out here for a couple minutes and reads the chat, but she doesn't really come out here. And I only have one kid that lives with me. My other kids are all grown. We're watching speed bumps, hoping for people to aggressively drive over them and possibly break their cars. Or possibly nothing happened and we just chat in a chat room and look at trees blow in the wind. The weather is really nice today. Not hot, not cold, a little windy. I would really like to see one jump from each side at the same time, guys. My joints would not like 30 to 40 degrees for the majority of the year. I'm not Karl Malone, so I wouldn't be welcome in Utah. Yeah, all of my social medias for this channel are the same. You guys hear that bird? Almost sounds like an owl. The amount of confidence. Oh, it might be a dove. I don't know birds very well. You know, I have a really nice stereo in my car, and I just am not like that. I don't want my neighbors kind of hearing or knowing what's in my car. Little squeaky squeak. Imagine just having your stereo going and deciding that you're just gonna go in the house and chill. You just leave it on in the car by the street and go inside. That's weird. Yeah, it's still on. I wish I could get the live replay to download from my walk yesterday so you guys could see the gouges in all 3 sets of speed bumps. It keeps failing, so something's wrong with it. I might have to make another one. My other part of it is all of my neighbors might not like what I'm doing, so I'm not trying to bother my neighbors. Good thing I'm not monetized on YouTube. It almost sounds like R. Kelly, but I'm not sure. Avant makes sense. They all kind of sound alike, honestly. Hell, in the 90s and early 2000s, all the boy groups that were like Boys to Men and all of them, they all kind of sounded similar. No, Casey and JoJo is a little more soulful. I put the peace sign up, but you probably didn't see it. That beep was for my stream. He said he was passing by in a white Altima. Maybe you're on one of the videos. I'm gonna restart this this live so I have a timestamp.